you can follow me. You'll probably spawn right next to me. Also, if you hit F1 when you're in the game, your character will say a phrase.
What kind of phrase?
If you're a scav, it'll be Russian. If you're a PMC, it'll be in English. That's the best way to tell if there's enemies around. So if they're fucking hitting PMC and they're speaking English and you're a scav, shoot the fucking PMC and take his shit, because he might be a Giga Chad and he might not be paying attention to you. You also have to be really cautious because your footsteps and sprinting really matter.
Okay.
You gotta be quiet. You sprint for small bursts, get into hard cover, stop for a second, listen for footsteps. You'll hear them like crumple on the ground a little bit, or you'll hear the loud thud of somebody sprinting. Like, it's very audio. It's noticeable. Like, you listen for audio cues.
So, but if I'm a scav, do I want to shoot another scav?
No. So that'll affect your scav karma. You want to have the best scav karma that you can. There are scavs in here that will just kill you for your shit. There's nothing you can really do about it. It is what it is. Alright. Where did you spawn?
I see a bunch of blue containers.
Alright, just stay where you are. I'm gonna come to you.
Okay, so I just have...
Did you just hear someone say urchin or mina or whatever the fuck?
Do it again?
You hear Russian?
Yeah.
That's me. So you're by blue containers. Is that you? Right there in front of me?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, you're good. C is to crouch. If you crouch, you're more quiet. So, we're just gonna...
I heard that.
I usually take this way. I don't mind the shooting that goes on in front of me. I usually just... dip into here. So the best way to figure out where you are is if you come down here, there's this green light that's always here. Come with me. You're gonna want to run this way towards this red one. Careful of this hallway, sometimes they camp it. To get an easy, quick extract, you're gonna come through here. Usually stop for a second. I don't hear anything. Alright. So you go across, and there's this other entryway. Now, don't take the right, take the left. And you come here. See how it's extracting? That's a friendly, we're good. They're speaking Russian, so they're friendly.
Where are you? Where'd you go?
90% of the time. So, you just did your first successful raid. You just got shit.
Oh, do you have to look at the door?
No, you just fucking walk towards the corner, and it'll be like a green thing telling you that you're extracting, and it'll start counting down.
Survived. Cool.
That is a scav extract, so if you're a scav only, you can extract there. There's other extracts in factory. I just got a bunch of shit off of that. You know, I got a Mosin, I got a cap, I got a knife. The knives you can take, and if you collect some of the knives, there's a black one and a normal brown handle with brass.
That's the one I have.
If you collect them, if you collect 7 of the one with the brown handle and brass, you can get an MP5 for free from the Peacemaker. He sells Western style guns like ARs and shit.
Now, is there a way to make your stash bigger?
Yeah, you buy the bigger versions of the game.
So it's pay to win.
To get a bigger stash, but it's kind of manageable. So what I did is I got the last resort, the one that was like a $30 extra. It gave me way more space and way more starting shit. So I would keep the rig.
Okay.
And I would keep the plate carrier if you got one.
Nope, I just got the rig.
If you got any extra shit like ammo and stuff like that.
The 1911 and the ammo for that?
If you want, you can sell the 1911 or you can keep it. Just note that if you spawn into a raid as a PMC with just a pistol, you're immediately tagged and cursed, which means that all scav NPCs are hunting you the fuck down and know exactly where you are. It's the same if you do it with a knife. So, always spawn in with a rifle, like a shotgun.
Is it
Something
wait
stupid
like it
that you
literally
don't
is a
care.
tag? Like they tell you where you're at kind of tag, or
They just know where the fuck you are. The NPCs do. So there's NPC scavs and there's player scavs. Sometimes the NPC, you'll be able to tell if it's an NPC, I swear to God. Those player scavs, they run around a lot. You know what I mean?
okay?
So it's like, I don't know, I got a little bit of money out of that. You know, it's whatever. You know, it's cool. Sometimes I sit here and, because I don't want to run a fucking raid, you know, I just kind of scroll through the fence because sometimes they got cheap shit. Like you can buy cheap guns.
Defense is a
So
trader, right?
yeah, and it's like I'll buy some of the cheap guns and stuff like that. Like for you, some of it might not be cheap. You know what I mean? Not or well, actually, right now it's not too bad. So it's like invest wisely. Get like a bare bones AK. You
Now,
know?
isn't it like I watched somewhere that it was like you have to like, oh yeah, you find this part for this gun and you have to build all these parts and you could take apart the gun and put the barrel for this one and...
It gets even more extensive, like the teardown when you start doing your hideout. But right now, because it's pre-wipe, which means wipe is about to happen. Everybody loses their shit. They all start from zero again. So it's like I've been going at this for like a week, so it's like I'm really not
So like
stressed about
the
it.
stuff that I just bought, like the soft armor and all that, like it's all gone.
Well, it won't matter eventually down the line.
Yeah, down the line, but I'm talking about like right now, like as soon as the game restarts, whenever, let's say that's tomorrow.
If the wipe, yeah, I mean, but then you start with 500,000 rubles, and you know maybe a little bit of American money, and because the Peacemaker he deals in American U.S. dollar,
Okay.
so it's like sometimes you have to convert your money to U.S. dollars to buy some of the shit that he's got because it's good.
So I'm looking at the fence, like you told me to, and I can't see a bare bones AK. The only thing I can see is the AKM.
Yeah, so it's like that's what I'm talking about. Like a full AK, it's a full gun, but it's like it's got a mag. But it's got like no special attachments and shit on it.
Oh, I can
It's
see
just
like
bare stock.
you could
You know
buy
what I
like
mean?
receivers.
Some
and
of them
stuff
are like
okay.
stripped receivers, and yeah. So like, it's pretty extensive, I would have to say. Now, remind you, sometimes some of this stuff in Fence isn't available because somebody else bought it before you.
Okay.
So if you see it, you gotta try to act quick on like good shit. Sometimes there'll be like diamond in the rough guns that pop up out of nowhere that are like exotic as fuck in Fence because people just don't care and they sell shit in Fence. And they're good, but it's like learn how to use the attachments to mitigate your recoil to basically make your gun laser beam.
Okay. Well, that's in any game.
Yeah. But as you can see, Escape from Tarkov is extremely,
Wait. So a way.
extremely.
Question. A way to get more space out of my stash. Can I put stuff in bags and have the bags in my stash?
Yeah, that's what I do, because it's just I think it's way easier. It saves your space. So like I go for big bags. You'll start noticing that some bags they take up a lot of room, but their inside space is smaller than what they take up, so it's really not fucking worth it. So sometimes you just kind of gotta swap that shit out, you know what I mean?
So like right now I'm
Yeah.
putting on like my...
Yeah, like the dry bags, they're actually good bags. Like, they're just really hard to get more. Like, I have not lost a single one of my dry bags.
What's a dry bag?
The bag that the black tactical bag that's in your inventory right now.
Oh, the day pack?
Yeah, the day pack. My bad. I'm tired. Oh, bro, come on. But it's like there's practice mode too, so it's like if you go as a PMC, you can test out all your loadouts and shit. Like if you're not sure how something's gonna work. But there's like shit like SMGs, the PP91 Keter. Those are good starter guns to kind of like go into like raids and shit and like close quarter raids and just fuck people up.
Is it the kind of game where you have to like repair your guns over time too?
I think so.
Okay.
But it's like I think it takes a really long time for that shit to wear down.
Okay.
And that's why I said you can just buy like cheap ass guns. And every time that they start breaking and shit, you just fucking take all the attachments that you want, sell that shit, buy a new one. Because by the time that you have enough to buy a new one, I mean,
Might as
you'll
well.
probably have more than just that gun, you know what I mean?
How do you split something?
What do you mean?
So like if I have a stack of 500,000 rubles, how do I split that?
I have no idea. It's gotta be in the controls though.
So I can't play as a scav, obviously, because that's what we just said. So what should I bring in with me?
I don't know, whatever the fuck you really want, honestly. I mean, it's really what you're willing to lose.
So you said if I go in with just a pistol, it marks me. What about like an SMG, like my MP5? Does that mark me?
No,
Okay.
because it's a submachine gun, it's not classified as a pistol.
How much do you really shoot in one raid? Like average bullets?
It could be a lot or not much.
So you think like 40 should be enough?
Rounds?
Yeah.
Bring extra to pack your mags. Yeah, bring loose bullets. And then you drag the bullets from your inventory onto the mag and it'll load it in raid. It's really slow, but in the menu, it automatically loads it.
75 extra, you think? 2 mags and 75 extra.
I mean, honestly, it's to your discretion, I believe.
Obviously it's to my discretion, but like, that's something that you learn as you go. I don't know crap.
I mean, like I told you, it depends on how much you're willing to lose.
Well, I mean, if it's about to be a wipe, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. When is the wipe?
I don't know.
Oh, they just kind of...
We're in like day 7 of the pre-wipe.
So they don't tell you when the wipe is, they're just like, there's a wipe coming, by the way.
They give off a bunch of fucking hints, but they don't tell you exactly when it's gonna happen. But they think it's gonna happen really soon based on some of the updates that the game has gotten lately.
Alright. I think I'll do that. I don't need this, because I'm not running an AR. Oh, that's something you gotta keep an eye out then. You're not running this gun, don't bring those mags.
Yeah.
Something that's not like an in-game.
Yeah, don't bring the mags that you're not running.
Yeah. Okay, I also noticed in the top right of in the raid, there was a timer. What happens if you're in there past that timer?
You're lost in your MI.
You
You
can't.
don't extract with the gear that you have on you.
Okay,
It's failed mission.
so you have to be out by that time.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
I'd bring some bare bones shit that you probably aren't gonna give two flying fucks about.
Which I'm gonna take is just half the stuff that I have already since it's so new. What's the point of the fleece and stuff like that?
I don't know, I sold it. Not gonna lie.
I don't know, man. Fuel, obviously for vehicles of some sort.
But what vehicle? I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm ready.
I am not 1 minute.
I reorganized my stash.
This is gonna be your first USEC raid. If you die, bro. Alright, you can follow me though.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh.
Did I just mess this up?
No. You can lean. It's just like Siege and shit. Points of interest are up here. Look out for the Russians. Don't try to sprint so much. See these crates like right here that I'm at? If you search inside them, they got shit inside it. Alright, the only USEC one that I know of. Alright. Look out! Yeah. Big hurdy. Yeah, hold that corner. Watch behind you. Alright, I'm gonna heal up really quick. Cover me.
Is it you talking?
Other
No.
saw bears in this area.
Alright. Ready? Push stairs. Ah, he's right there.
I died.
Yeah, he came around. Yeah, that happens. He had big gun. I got no kills, but I fucked somebody up. That's all I care about.
I thought it was fully automatic.
Press B to have an automatic weapon.
Well, I just figured like in every game, the MP5 is just set to automatic, so.
Yeah, you gotta press B.
Hey.
That's big. Oops. Sorry.
No, let's.
So, with the money that you have, this is gonna be the learning lesson. You've lost that forever, right?
What?
So, those items that you had on you.
On me.
So,
Yeah.
with that being said, so if you right-click stuff, there will be a shield on it, and it says insure. You can pay money to insure stuff. So if they don't end up picking up that shit, you save it.
But if they do pick it up,
Huh?
Yep.
If they do pick it up, then I mean they picked it up, bro.
And you paid that insurance, but you don't get it back.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's like you could take your shit and go fucking dump it somewhere, like, and not give a fuck.
So if
Like you can throw it in water and shit, and you'll be alright.
so, like if you know you're about to die, run away.
Yeah,
Throw
you could
it.
throw it in the you could throw it somewhere where they can't find it, like your bag, or just fucking discard all your shit, and then run out in the open and go die, and then your insurance will get it as long as they didn't find it.
Okay.
As long as your shit did not end up in their hands at the end of the raid, they can pick it up through insurance. Which is nifty as fuck.